Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to First Light Creations. Hope you're having a good week and ready for the weekend ahead. And now today we are going to make what I'm going to call a faux or fake stepper card. And you know what it's like when you make a stepper card, you've got all this fancy cutting and you've got to slit down. Oh, we're not having any of that today. But it'll look just as good. And when you stand it up, it will look good like that. I know you can't see it because of the position of my camera, but we're not going to spare any expense today. I'm going to show you what it looks like standing up because I've taken a picture of it on my phone. So let's just slide it over. So there we go, that's what it looks like when it stands up. And I think it looks just as good as any genuine stepper card. And there are quite a lot of pieces for this today. It's going to be a bit like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. So of course you can do this in a different size if you wish. This will be a 6x6 by the time we finish. So I will add all the measurements in the description below because you might need it to just to follow, especially if you've never made a fake or faux stepper card before. So let's put that to the side. I'll give you one more look at that. We're going to do it slightly, we'll do the front slightly different, but the process and the measurements and the putting together will be the same. So let's get started. So you are going to need your hot, well, I would recommend you need a hot glue gun for this, especially if you're going to be using a stiff or a heavyweight card like I am. This is a 220 GSM, and you will need a piece, your base card you will need at 6 by 10 inches, and I haven't got my scoring board up. I will give you the score measures of course, but because I've got so many pieces on my table I don't want them to get stuck to the scoreboard and end up losing any of them. So we are going to score at 1, at 2, at 5 inches, at 8 inches and 9 inches. And of course, as I've said, I will add all of these score measures and all of the sizes in the description box below this video. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take the 5-inch score, which is the middle score, and we're going to just fold it in half, just as if we were going to be making an ordinary card. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go up to the second score line, the one nearest this base here. We're going to fold that one up and we're going to bring this one back. So we're making a way of standing up the card. So we're going to flip that over. We'll do that again. So we're going to fold up and then bring this fold down. So by the time you've got it folded, you will have something that stands like that. Now by the time you've got all the weight on this, it's just going to flatten out, so you will need to make a stopper. So let's just put that, we'll put that there for a minute. Now here is your stopper, and you need this to be 4 by 4 inches, and we're going to score, very simple, 1, 2 and 3 inches. And again, what we're going to do, we're going to fold along that central score line, really the same as we did before. We're going to fold up like that and fold up like that, so that we've got, so by the time you're finished it's going to go that way round, so the score line is going to go like that. So when you put it in, I was just having a quick look to see how I've done the other one, you're going to fold that one down and it's going to fold in like that. So let's do that now. Now I would recommend using hot glue. You can use tacky glue if you want to, but oh, my glue gun's got trapped. 1 second. That's better. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Glue gun leader got trapped between 2 tables. So I am going to put a strip of glue, that should be lovely and hot by now, and it is wonderful, along there. And I'm going to put that down there. Now I've had my glue gun on for a little while now, so I should have a bit of time to get it into place, hopefully. So there we go. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring that up. So what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to just put the glue along the underside there. I know I've got to get a new glue stick in a minute. We'll deal with that. And I'm going to bring that up like that and fold it down there so that it comes to just below that bottom edge like that. So if you press that down nice and firmly, once that stands up, it may wiggle a bit, but it won't be able to go any further than that fold. So once it gets to its capacity, the edge, that'll be it. So there's our base already done. So that was easy, wasn't it? So I am just going to pop another glue stick in because we're going to need another bit in a minute. So I'll just put that down there for a second. Now the next piece you need, let's just pop that away for a minute. Now which bit shall I do first? No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the panels down here first. So you need 2 panels. You need one at 1 by 3 inches and 1 by 3/4 by 2 3/4. So, and again, I will add all of these in the description box. So let's just pop that out of the way for a minute. Now you don't need a heavyweight glue for this. Tacky glue will be more than fine. This is a double-sided paper, but I've chosen to use, oops, the other side. This is a new glue bottle, so it might still be a bit watery, but that's okay. We'll just pop that on there like that. Well, actually, I won't put it too near the edge because I might knock it off. And we will pop that on there like that. And if it does all splodge out like that, don't worry about it. It does dry clear. Tacky glue does dry clear. So just wipe it off. No problem at all. And then you're going to need to do exactly the same on another piece like that. And I'm going to, you can do 4 of these if you want. You can stick them on the back, but just for this project, I'm not going to do that. But if you want to do that, by all means, go ahead. And again, I am going to use my hot glue gun, sorry. And I'm going to put some hot glue, mind your fingers for this, guys, on the back here, like that. And we do need to be fairly quick, but we need to be quick and careful. So, and I'm going to stick that. And the reason I'm using hot glue is because the background, the base card is quite thick and I want it to stay put. And so we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. I will put that glue stick in now. Now, I'll give you a bit of a tip. If your glue stick keeps coming out, just hold it like that. Just put your finger on it like that. So we're just going to run that down there very quickly. So that's just enough to hold it into place. So we're going to flip that over and we are going to pop that in there like that. So that guarantees, using hot glue will guarantee that it will stay in place. So there you go. So it's looking good already. Now the next thing we need to do, now there's 2 ways of doing this, and I think we're going to do it what I think will be the easiest way. So you need a piece, let's just pop that up there for a minute. You need a piece that measures 6, no it doesn't, it measures 12 by 3. I think I'll just double check that, yes, 12 by 3 inches, and you need to score it at 6 inches, just so that it folds in half like that. So you've got 12 by 3 and fold, basically you just fold it in half. Now we're going to, you need to choose, it doesn't really matter which bit goes on the front and which bit goes on the back because they're both the same. But you do need, well you don't need to make a mat, but if you want a decorative mat to go on the front, you will need a piece that measures 2 3/4 by 5 3/4 if you only want a little border. If you want to make a bigger border, then of course go ahead and make a bigger one, but I'm not going to confuse you by giving alternative sizes. So we'll just use that 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. And we are going to just, I'm going to use tacky glue for this because it'll probably be fine. If it's not, we'll whack a bit of hot glue on it. So I'll pop that down there. And that will give us a bit more time to get it into place. So that should be fine. So we're going to stick that on there like that. If anything oozes out, just wipe it off with your fingers. No problem at all. If you want to put extra embellishments on it, you can. That's quite pretty as it is. You can put a sentiment on there. You can put some flowers, as I've done. You can put butterflies. You can put what you like. But in my stash, I found this beautiful little embellishment. I think it came from an old magazine. It just says, "For you." And on the back, I have put some foam tape, which I'm just going to very quickly take the backing tape off. And I'm going to put that roughly in the middle. And so that's going to be for the front. And we're going to do the back at the same time. So I'm just going to turn that over. And you'll need a white piece that measures also 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Now this is to write your message. And I think we'll risk using tacky glue again. I think we got away with it last time. It'll be fine. She says, hopefully. So, yeah, oh, that's coming out much thicker now. We should be okay. So, we're getting this together really nicely now. So we won't need our tacky glue anymore, at least I don't think we will. So we're going to put that on the back like that, so that that sits really nicely. And you've got plenty of room to stamp a message or handwrite a message, or however you like to write your messages. Now for some reason, those two pieces are not the same length. Now I've no idea why, probably because I folded it wrong. So if you do find that you've not quite folded it right, don't worry about it. Just find the edge of the lower one or the higher one and cut the thing off so that they measure the same. Because if they don't measure the same at this point, it's going to look wonky. And we don't want wonky cards, do we? So we're just going to finish this card off now, actually. We're going to open this up. And how that's going to work is that is going to stand like that. So I think the best thing to do is do one bit at a time. And so again, I'm going to use hot glue on this. I am going to use hot glue for this because I want it to stick. And it will be at quite a strange or unusual angle to begin with. So we're going to use hot glue. And we're going to stick it right down into that gap there. If you wanted another piece on the back here to make it a different pattern, you could, but I'm just going to try and keep it as easy as I can for you. So that will stick, and of course using hot glue, it will stick instantly, and you can see what you're doing. And then I'm going to do exactly the same. You might want to just flatten that bit out a bit. So just tilt it over. I know it's a bit awkward. Doing the back is the awkward bit, or the second side is the awkward bit, because you've got to fit it into one that's already been fitted. But that's okay, just bend it in, slide it in, and give it a good press. And because you're using hot glue, it will stick instantly, which is the beauty of it. And now when you, hopefully that's done, yeah, when you stand it up, now if you wanted to, you could add a strip of pattern paper along here. And if you do that, I would suggest you make it at about 3/4 of an inch by, oh, I don't know, 5 3/4 or something like that. But it's really up to you how you do that. So yeah, 3/4 of an inch by 5 3/4 roughly, but that's entirely up to you. But for now, to keep it simple, I'm going to leave it like that. So there we go. As you can see, it stands up really nicely, just like the other one does. And if you want to see what it looks like standing up, it won't have quite such a clear background as the last one, but there we go. Let's just take a very quick photograph. You'll see my gubbins at the back, but never mind. So there you go. Let's just slide that across. But, oh, where'd it go? Oh, there we go. It disappeared. That's what it looks like when it stands up. So there we go. And that's what it looks like. Well, you can't really see that from there. You can see a bit of it, I guess. But there we go. There is our fake, let's call it a fake stepper card, shall we? Fake or faux stepper card? Whatever. So it'll either say fake or faux stepper card on the title when this video goes up. So I hope you enjoyed that and you have a go yourself. It's not really that difficult if you keep to the measurements to begin with anyway. And then you can go ahead, have fun, go mad and do your own sizes. So do have a go at these fake stepper cards. Let's call it a faux stepper card. It sounds posh, doesn't it? So this faux stepper card. And if you want to add any extra embellishments or papers at the front, go ahead, have fun, go mad, and have a great time with it. So I wish you a fabulous weekend, and I will be back on Monday, and I can't guarantee it. I have had notification that Papercraft Society is on its way, but I'm hoping I'll be able to come back someone over the weekend to do an unboxing, and then Monday we'll start some projects. But so fingers crossed for that, but if not, it'll be a normal project from me. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're enjoying these videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss a video. And I'll see you very, very soon. So thank you again for watching. And in the meantime, have fun, take care everybody, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.